we saw how to create the custom image, right? So we created our custom image, and with that image, if you remember, we launched the 3 web servers, these 3, right? Anybody tried to create the custom image, or still you have to do? Have you done it yesterday's part, or you have to still do the practical one? Nobody till then?
Yeah.
Okay. No issue. You have to create the custom image. Okay, make sure you create the custom image, because then only you can proceed with the load balancer every practical or something. Okay. So we created 3 machines. Okay. Anybody remember why we created the custom image? Like what was the use case for that? Why we required? Remember, like why we created the custom image? I given you explanation, right, yesterday. Yeah, somebody was saying. We installed some software right inside this machine, and we set up some website, everything. But that I don't want to set up it again. Okay, like this was the web server we created yesterday. Okay, the first thing. So when I was hitting this URL in the internet, okay, so we are getting our website like this. Welcome to DevOps Training Cloud. Again, I don't want to do this entire setup, installing the HTTP, installing the PHP, configuring the index.php code, everything. I don't want to do it again. That's why we created the custom image. Okay, and then from that particular image, we launched the web server. So either I am going to open this website, or either I am going to open this website. Okay, so all the 3 machines are going to give the same website. Okay, there is no difference in the content. Okay, whatever this machine is showing, whatever this machine is showing, or whatever this machine is showing, there is no difference in that. Okay, because all of them having the background color is powder blue only, all of them is printing welcome to DevOps Training Cloud 24 only. Okay, this thing, ifconfig command output, I printed it, okay, for our own learning purpose. Okay, but in the real world scenario, nobody launch a website inside that they print the IP address or something. Basically they print the content only. So if you just focus on the content part, welcome to DevOps Training, you will not see any difference in all the 3 machines. Only IP address is going to be different, because IP address should be unique, right, in all the different machines. That's why. So how we will be able to get to know whether this machine is coming, this website is coming from which machine? So this website is coming from 45.67 machine. This website is coming from 46.62 machine. This website is coming from 40.252 machine. That means different IP address is hosting this website. Now the problem with this type of the setup is I have to give 3 different URL to my customer, right? To access the website. I will say them, just access this website. If you're not able to access on this URL, please go to this URL. If this is not accessible, please go to this URL, right? But this is not a good way. So rather than doing it, what we can do is, okay, we can come up with a concept of the load balancer. Okay, what is the load balancer? So just think like this. Currently, how many web server we have? Total number of web server we have 3, right? Now just think like this, one web server, okay, one web server can handle, okay, can handle, just I'm taking a rough number, okay, one web server can handle 1000 requests. Do you understanding the word 1000 request here? All of you are getting what is the meaning of this 1000 requests?
Yeah.
That means 1000 people can visit, right, in a parallelly to this machine. So if there are 3 web servers, so total how many people can visit parallelly to our website in every second? 3000. That's correct. So total 3000 requests we can handle. Now, rather than giving the 3 different machines, Just take an example. I will give the three different IP to all the three persons, right? So in that case, maybe there can be a scenario that all the 1,000 or all the 2,000 or all the 3,000 people, okay, are going to hit only one URL. Okay, nobody is trying to hit this URL 43.205 or 15.206 only. People always try to hit this URL only. So this web server can handle maximum only 1,000 requests. So up to 1,000, it will handle everything good, but more than 1,000, it is going to behave abnormally. Okay, people will say the slow loading time is there, website is not getting loaded, error 404 is found. For that particular reason only, I given you two different IP also, right? That if this website is not working, please go with this IP or this IP. But my customer is saying that I cannot remember that 10 different IP or 15 different IP, because I don't have to only visit only one website. We have to visit multiple websites. So in that case, rather than giving this public IP, okay, we came up with a concept of the load balancer. As the name suggests, its work is to balance the load. Okay, what load balancer do is they say that I will create a DNS. Okay, I will create a DNS name, just like a www.google.com. Okay, something like this type of a DNS will be created that will be attached to this load balancer. So if somebody will come to this DNS, so they are basically reaching to our load balancer. Okay, and this load balancer is going to distribute the traffic to the three web servers. Okay, so if 500 people are coming or 600 people are coming, so what they will do is 200 people will be transferred to each of the three machine automatically. Okay, we don't have to worry about. Some people will be connected to this web server, some people will be seeing this web server, some people will be seeing this web server. Okay, that I'm going to show you. Like I will give the link to you, and somebody will be saying that's I am saying this 40.252 IP. Somebody will be saying that I am seeing 45.67 IP. That I'm going to show you now itself. So basically, we are going to balance the load. Okay, so I am going to give only one URL rather than giving three different URL, and it is going to transfer the traffic randomly between this all three machines. Okay, that is my final goal. So to achieve this, simply I'm duplicating this one more page of AWS. And here in this downside, you will see there is an option called load balancer. Simply click on this load balancer. There are three different types of the load balancer that we mostly use in the real world scenario. One is the classic, one is the network, one is the application load balancer. So currently I'm going to use the classic load balancer. So just you have to click on create load balancer. Here you are seeing application load balancer, network load balancer, gateway load balancer. Downside you are seeing classic load balancer. So simply click on this button, classic load balancer. Have they changed this page again? Just one more second. I think they changed it again to the previous version. Yeah, this is the previous version, a screenshot. But just 1 month ago or something, they have some different page. I don't know why they again went back to the previous page only. Okay, maybe people complained they were liking this method only. Okay, so there can be changes happen. Okay, in this website UI, everything you don't have to worry about. Just you have to focus on the concept. Okay, so there is a classic load balancer we are going to create. So we will simply click on create button. Okay. When we are clicking it, okay, so they are saying what is the name of your load balancer you are going to give. Okay, so take an example. I am giving the load balancer name as my CLV. In this setup part, they changed it. In this part, they changed it. Okay, so just focus on this screenshot. Okay, or let me check whether I have the document, latest document of that or not. They totally changed it. Even this new one will not work here. Anyway, I will provide you this document also. Previously, they were giving this type of the page. Okay, again they changed it. Okay, so just focus on this. I will upload any of both the documents. You don't have to worry about. Okay, but just focus on this. There is some little bit changes only there. So you have to give the load balancer name. Keep it internet facing only because I want that anybody in the world can able to access my website. Okay. I created the CLV only, right? But why they are providing this many details? Actually, these all details we are writing for the okay, let it internet facing. Okay, now we have to choose the availability zone here. Okay, so you have to make sure, in my case, all our three EC2 instances running in 1A. Okay, AP South 1A. So I have to select in the load balancer 1A and just select one more. Okay, at least it is suggested that you should at least select two. So I'm just selecting 1A and 1B, but you have to must select all the availability zone in which your instance are running. In my all the instance are running in 1A, so I'm selecting 1A. If it is running in 1A, 1B, 1C, you can select 3 also. There is no any problem in that. Okay, after that we are creating a routing protocol that if somebody is going to come to the port 80, we'll give the access to them. Okay, health check. So they are saying at which location your page website is working. So my website is not working on index.html page. It is working on the index.php page. Okay. If you remember, yesterday I created a page with the name called index.php. Remember, all of you? We did not created the page with HTML extension. We created with the .php name because this code was written in the PHP programming language. That's why we are giving the index.php path. They will keep checking whether that file is present or not, and that's it, nothing else. And here in the instances, okay, that in which machine this load balancer is going to transfer the traffic. So I'm saying that I have the three machine, web cloud 24.1, web cloud 24.2, and web server cloud 24. If there will be 10 machine, you have to select all the 10 machine and click on confirm. That's it. So now it is, the meaning is, when somebody will come to this load balancer, they will transfer the traffic to this three machine. That is the only meaning here. That's all. Simply come here down, click on create load balancer. If you see the previously how we create, okay, so this will make more sense to you. Previously we were giving the load balancer name, okay, and then we are giving this protocol as default. We were creating a security group like this way, okay, that anybody can access it. And then here we are writing the path as index.php. We are adding the EC2 instances, okay, and then we are creating the load balancer. It's exactly same way we are doing it, just the page setup, they done the little bit changes here, okay. Now let's check whether that load balancer is running or not. So simply click on my CLV. Okay. When you click on the my CLV, so here you are seeing this DNS name. So just copy this DNS name. And if everything will be all correct, okay, so if I'm going to hit this DNS name, so our website should be visible. Okay, currently it is not visible. Why so? So we have to check it, that what part we missed. So I think there is a one issue in the security group that only I can think of, but let me just check. Okay, all the C, when we clicked on this description, so they are providing us DNS name. When we click on the instance, they are saying all the instances are running, status are in service. Okay, health check also it is doing perfectly fine. Then why it is not running? Okay, why this classic load balancer is not running? So let me just check it, refresh this page again. If it will not run, so we just missed the security part that I have to check. Previously they were just asking it for the network load balancer and application load balancer only. Okay, but now they started to ask from CLB also, so we have to check that. Okay, so since it is loading, that means there is issue with some security group. Okay, so when you are creating the load balancer, that time also you can do it, or later also, simply come to this description to your load balancer, come to this edit security group button. Okay, here you have to create a new security group. Okay, so in my case there is no security group I created here. So what I can do is, it is not loading till now, right? So okay, so first what you have to do is, let's forget about up to here. Okay, currently this classic load balancer is not working. That is the only thing we are getting. Okay, so you have to go to this network and security, go to the security group section. Okay, and in this security group you have to simply click on create security group button. And here you are saying that I am creating a security group with the name called HTTPD web security, something like this. And in this security group, I am saying that you have to allow the people to the HTTP port, because my all the people want to access our website on the port 80, right? So I want to allow that. But in the inbound rule, I am saying that if somebody is coming to the HTTP traffic or HTTP port, what you have to do is, from anywhere in the world, you have to allow them. That is the only rule I added inside this. In the outbound rule, don't do any changes and simply click on create security group. Once this security group is created, then again come to the load balancer sections. Okay, again come to this load balancer sections. Go to this my CLB. And in the description section, click on edit security group. And here you are seeing one more security group started to came, HTTPD web security. Okay. So this one, just select it and click on save. As soon as I'm adding that security group, that I'm allowing the people to connect to this my machine, okay, on the port 80. So now I will try to refresh this page. It should be visible. Now see, our website is visible. Okay. So what we done basically, we just added the security group here. Previously they were blocking, okay, that if somebody was trying to access my website on this DNS name, but now just I allowed them. That is the only meaning we done. So as soon as somebody is coming to this DNS, okay, so in the backend, what is happening is you are coming to this DNS, right? This DNS is transferring the traffic to the 3 EC2 instances, okay, because currently you added the 3 web server. So they are transferring the traffic to 3 machine. So I hitted this URL and I connected to 40.252 machine. And see, you'll see that one of the machine will be 40.252. That means I connected to this machine 15.2061, 40.252. Similarly, let me give you this URL to all of you, okay, in the chat, and just tell me that which IP you are seeing after hitting this URL in the browser. Are you seeing the 14.252 only, or you are seeing something different? Just open this URL.
Same I am getting.
You are getting 40.252 only?
Yeah.
I'm getting 45.67.
Okay, you are getting 45.67. That means this one. Okay. Anybody other than that who is getting 46.62? Or just try to refresh the page. Maybe you get the 46.62 also.
Yeah, I'm getting 45.67.
Just give me a second one. Yeah. So now you know that what is the benefit of this. That means I'm just going to give you a single URL, right? I given you a single URL. Now somebody is connecting to this. You are connected to 40.252. Once you will refresh, you connected to 45.67 machine. Again, maybe you'll refresh, you'll connect to 46.62 machine. That means every time you are refreshing, you are connecting to one new machine. Again, I will refresh. Again, I am going to 40.252. Again, refresh 45.67. Like this way, they are changing our machines, right? So if there are 100 people are going to connect, so they are automatically distributing the traffic, okay, for all the 100 people to 3 different machines. Is this making sense? What load balancer is able to do?
So can we customize the URL?
This URL?
Yes.
This URL you can add to your domain name, no? Like whenever you created host name or domain name you buy, right? With your name, like take an example, www.roy.webs.com, something like this, you take the domain. So in that domain, you can link it up easily. Okay. If somebody want to do that, let me just check it. Will I able to show you quickly or not? So just give me a second. I forgot the website name actually. I had one domain available with me. So just give me a second.
The DNS providers we need to just.
Come again. Just give me a second. I forgot that website name. I had, yeah, Freenome. So Freenome is a website, okay, where you can take the domain. Okay, so let me just sign into my account. I have one domain available with me. If it will be not expired. So this is a website, okay, where you can take the domain for free for at least 1 year. So let me just check the service, my domains. So see, I have a domain with this name, kiroi123.zq. Okay, this is my domain name. Let me go to the manage domain and let me show you how it works. So just give me a second. Let me confirm that. Okay. So this is my domain. Okay. What I'm going to do is you are saying that to add something, right? So just okay, yeah, I got that. So see, I have so many IPs here. Okay. So take an example. I'm adding one record here. Okay. I'm adding one record. And record name, take an example, you want me to do right like this. This is the cloud 24 batch, right? Cloud 24, right?
Yeah.
Cloud 24. Just I'm writing here cloud 24. Okay, domain name A. And now they are asking for the target. Okay, so in the target, I have to write the IP address. So this is my domain name, right? This we are going to communicate. So you can take the DNS name from here also. Like this is my description. This is my DNS name. I'm just copying this DNS name. Okay, I'm copying this DNS name. And I will go to my command prompt. Okay, I will open my command prompt, and here I will run the command called nslookup. All of you know that nslookup is a command which is basically help us to find the IP address, right? So I will hit this. I'm going to get a IP address. We got a IP address here, right? Seeing this? So let me just again run it. So we are going to get the exactly same IP address. So this IP address is associated to our domain. So just copy this IP address, okay, and just we have to paste it inside this domain. That's it. And simply click on Save Changes. So once it will be saved, it will take around 3 to 4 minutes time to update everything on the internet. Okay. So yeah, here I added. Okay. Now what will happen is if somebody is going to come to this URL, okay, which URL? Clear it all. NS lookup. Okay, when we write the www.google.com, they find the IP address of the google.com, right? Similarly, we created our own DNS name now, NS lookup, and we retain here cloud 24 dot. My domain name will be not google.com. My domain name is this one, kiroi123.zq, because I am the owner of this domain, 123.zq. Because this is the free, so we cannot get the .com URL or something. Okay, so that is the thing. But as soon as I'm going to press enter, if you are able to find, currently they are not able to find anything, okay, because it is not updated. But if I'll show you about the my test or something, like this is written here, right? So if somebody is writing here and let's look up, in place of cloud 24, I'm writing my test. See in the my test, what IP they are showing? 15.207. Is this making sense?
Yes.
That means this domain is synced. Right? So if somebody will hit this URL, mytest.ky123.zq, so they are going to forward that request to this IP address. Okay. Currently, this IP address will be not available because I was using so many days back. But after some time, this cloud 24 will be visible. And once that cloud 24 IP will start to come here, not this one, this one. If it will start to show the IP address here, okay, then only we'll be able to visit this. So meanwhile, you also can try. Let me just copy this URL and paste it in the browser. Currently, this is not going to open. Okay, but once that domain will be added, it takes around 3 to 4 minutes time to update everything on the internet. Okay, because everybody have to sync it. Because all the person in the entire world who is going to hit this domain name, they will connect to that particular load balancer only. Okay, so that's why it takes time because they have to update the entire domain system or something. But once it will be updated, okay, then our work will be done. So let me just do. Still, they are not able to do so. Okay, let me just check what is my DNS name. Or what I can do is now. AWS internet is little bit faster actually. Okay, AWS internet is little bit faster. So what I can do is take an example. I'm connecting to one of the EC2 instance from the AWS. Okay, and let me just try to run the exactly same command inside this because this is working from my internet company, right? But AWS internet is little bit faster. So let me just paste it here. If I press enter, so here also currently it is not updated. So let's wait for that some time. I will show you this one before completing the class. No issue for that. So here you will be able to see the exactly same website, and that only you want to achieve, right? you had this question only, right? Can we map this? So you'll see that once map will happen, so this entire website, like whatever you are seeing it will be exactly mapped to this one. So we can easily map it. Okay. So you have to always map the load balancer. You cannot map this public IP, because this public IP, if you are going to map, so only to this machine they will be connected, right? But if you are mapping to this load balancer, so they are going to transfer the traffic sometime to this machine, sometime to some different machine. Like this way it is happening. Okay, like this. So see, every time we are changing the IP, it is changing, getting changed. So let me close all this tab, extra tab. Refresh one more time. Is this happen? Yeah, still that did not happen. Can anybody try from your internet maybe working? So just I'm copying this command. Just you have to write this command in your command prompt. And can you tell me that whether you are getting this IP or you are also not getting the IP? Just paste this command in the command prompt. While I saved it with the name Cloud24 itself, the code is also a type. Let me also update it. Are you able to get or no?
No, I'm not getting.
Okay, you are also not getting.
Mm.
So we'll wait for 10 minutes for that. Other than that, I will do the other part. But let me just update my DNS meanwhile. Just give me 1 second. Yeah, see, I updated my DNS and now it is started to show. Getting this? 3610190. This is the exactly same IP I updated here. Okay. Now if I try to refresh this page, this will be connected. Are you getting this?
Yeah, got it.
Can you try? Like from your side, are you able to hit this URL? Let me just hit this URL also. Are you able to access it? Because now the mapping is done. Or you are not able to see.
Yeah, now it's working. Now it's coming.
It's coming, right?
Yes, yes.
Yeah. So now see, if I'm going to refresh this page, okay. So see, still the same thing is happening. What load balancer was doing, it was transferring the traffic to different machines, right? Getting this?
Yes.
Okay. So that was the only thing. Okay. You have to understand. So you can map to any domain. Just you should have the ownership of that domain mapping. Okay. And I shown you how easy it is to map. Just use that domain. It will be mapped to your domain name. Okay. And give that target. That's all. Okay. But it takes time. And Cloudflare is the fastest DNS that update everything quickly. Okay. So that's why 1.1.1.1, whatever IP I send, that is the Cloudflare. Okay, so now there is one problem here inside this setup. What is the problem? Every time you are refreshing the page, you are connecting to a different web server. Are you getting this? Right? As soon as I'm refreshing this page, I am connecting to a different web server. Yes or no? Yeah. Now, when you are connecting to a different web server every time, okay, so there will be one problem in this. What is the problem will happen? Okay, so the main problem in this will happen is uh, just think like a payment website. Okay, have you done a credit card payment or debit card payment anytime? All of you have definitely done it, right? Credit card transaction or UPI transaction or debit transaction, right? So have you seen when the payment is getting confirmed, so they say you that please don't refresh the page until your payment is getting completed. Have you seen
Yeah.
this?
Yes, yes.
Okay. Why they are doing it? Because if you are going to refresh the page, what is the guarantee that you are going to connect to the same machine? Getting this? maybe we can connect to some different web server. Okay, and whatever the credit card details, debit card details, whatever we entered, that entered in that particular machine. So when we are refreshing that page, maybe our payment is going to be stuck in between. Okay, that is the other case. Even if you are going to refresh the page, payment will stuck. Okay, but after some time, payment will be refunded back in your account. That is the other thing, because they have a proper database maintenance, everything. So where they take care. If some false transaction happen, they revert the money after 2 days, 3 days working of time. But they will not revert it quickly, right? If any payment is getting failed, they say that we are going to take at least 24 hours time to check from our end. So they have to manually check in that case. But if we want that for a particular person, like if some person hit this URL, okay, in their internet, they hit this URL. I said them that you have to simply go to this domain, cloud24.ky123.cq. So as soon as you connected to this website, take an example 46.62. What I want to do is for next 30 seconds or for next 3 minutes or for next 5 minutes, you should be connected to this machine only. Even if you'll refresh this page, you will connect to this machine only. Okay. How we can achieve this? So for that, you have to come to the load balancer page again, go to the description. Here the option is called strictness. Okay. Click on strictness and click on enable load balancer cookie generated and give the second. Take an example. I am saying here 30 seconds. You can give 300 seconds, 3000 seconds. It's totally on you. I want to stick to any person, okay, to one IP address only for the next 30 seconds and simply click on save. As soon as I enable the strictness, okay, now somebody come to this URL. Okay, now you can come to this URL and just try to refresh this page. You refresh this page, 45.67 IP came. Now try to refresh. This IP is not going to change. All of you can check it. For next 30 seconds, you are going to see the exactly same IP. It is not like that you are going to see 45.67 only. You can see any of the IP, but whatever the IP you are seeing it first time, to that IP only you are going to start for next 30 seconds. Is this happening? Now see my 30 second over. So we connected to 40.252. Now again, I stuck to 40.252 mostly. So just try hit this URL and try to refresh multiple times. I'm just saying. Able to do it, right?
Yes.
So this is the beneficial in case of that type of the application. Okay, where we want to stuck our person to one IP. And after 30 seconds, again you'll refresh. So you'll connect to some different machine, and again you will be stuck to that particular IP. Okay. Any doubt up to here? Okay, so today I shown you the load balancer part. I shown you the free now. Okay, basically a website from where we can buy the domain for totally free. Okay, you can buy it for up to 1 year. Okay, that is the thing. And you cannot buy the .com or something. You have to use the any something name like .gq, .aq, something like that. Yeah. Okay, but you can use it. Other than that, if you see a strictness part also I explained you here. Okay, that when you connected, so you will be getting transferred to two different machines. That means only one URL and it is connected to two different machines. Okay, we are refreshing this URL is getting changed. But if I want that URL should be stick to one particular IP only for next 30 seconds or 100 seconds, so you can click on edit strictness. Here you can click on 60 seconds. Okay, like, and for 60 seconds it will be stuck to that particular machine. Okay. Is any disturbances coming from my side?
No.
So this is the thing. Network load balancer will be starting it from tomorrow. Okay, because it will be too much for you one day itself to digest. Okay, so I don't want to go in that. But this strictness type of the things is helpful in the payment related type of the option. And I given you a great example, right? Because we all of us we basically say they say that please don't refresh the page, but we never thought of this, right? That why they are asking us to don't refresh the page. right? But now you can get the reason why they are asking us to not do so. Getting this? And network load balancer, everything will be covering tomorrow. But before that, let me show you one thing. Anybody here heard about the OSI model or OSI layer in your college days or something?
Yeah. OSI layer. Yeah.
Yeah. Basically, we are talking about this table. Okay. So whatever the classic load balancer I shown you, right? That is working on this layer between this network and transport layer. Okay. Tomorrow I will be going to show you about the network load balancer that will be running on the network layer. Okay. And after that, we'll be seeing the application load balancer that will be running on the application layer. So what is the meaning of these different layers are there? Okay. So just you have to think that if somebody is running on the application layer, okay, that means it will be most secured. Okay. Security will be at the great level inside this. If somebody is running on the physical layer, that means anybody can hack it easily. There is no any problem in that. Okay. Because if you talk about the wireless internet, everything, okay, it can be easily be bypassed, right? We know that some people can uh, hack your Wi-Fi address or something like that, Wi-Fi password easily. Okay. Similarly, as soon as you are going up, okay, so it will be little bit secure. Other than layer like data link layer, it will be little bit more secure. Okay. Similarly, network layer, little bit be more secure like that. Similarly, the application load balancer will be the slowest in nature as compared to this one. Okay. So if I'm going to ask you that three load balancer we are going to learn, network load balancer, application load balancer, and classic load balancer is in between of this. Okay. So now tell me if I'm going to ask you which load balancer is going to be most secured, application load balancer, classic load balancer, or network load balancer? Most secure,
Application
application load balancer. And most unsecure,
physical.
not physical. We are talking about the three load balancer only.
Okay.
Application, classic, network. So you have to tell me this. Most unsecure.
Classic.
Not classic. Classic is running here, right? Between this
Oh.
network and transport. Network is the last one, right? At the downside. Getting this. So network will be the unsecure. Application will be the secure. And classic is in between this. So classic is little bit more secure than the network load balancer and less secure than the application load balancer. Now tell me which will be the fastest, application load balancer or network load balancer?
Network, I think.
Network load balancer.
Network, yeah. As soon as you are going down, you will be fastest in nature. So if your goal is to load this website fast, okay, I am not worried about the security part. I want that as soon as people refresh this page, they will be able to see this website quickly, right? So in that case, we can go with the network load balancer. Okay. If I want that this website is related to the payment website or this is a banking website which should require high security, right? In that case, I am going to use the application. Okay, getting this?
Yeah.
So we have to decide whether you are worrying about the more security part or whether you are worrying about the more speed part. If you want both the things in the mixture, then you can go with the classic load balancer where we get little bit faster also response and we get little bit security also. In application load balancer, we can get high level of security. Network load balancer, we are not getting any type of the security or something. And one more thing, before concluding today's class, I want to show you, how load balancer are intelligent. Nobody is facing any disturbance from my side.
No.
Any
No,
sound
no.
or background,
No.
nothing.
No.
Actually, I am hearing so much background noise from my side because outside some work is happening. Quite fine. Okay. So now let me tell you one interesting thing. Okay. For showing you this practical, what I have to do is I have to remove the statements to example because I want to show this practical a little bit fast. So I don't want to wait for 30 seconds. That's why I just removed that. Actually, we have to disable it directly. Right? That will be more. Yeah. So I'm disabling this. Okay. Now, when we disable this statement, okay, now you know that if somebody is coming to this URL, they are going to transfer to 3 different machines quickly, right? We started to come to 3 different machines again. Now, tell me that what will happen, okay, that if one of the instance got shut down due to some reason, okay, due to some reason, one of the machine got shut down or some machine got crashed, it is not working. Okay. So in that case, what do you think? This machine, whatever I shut down, that was running on which IP? Let me show you. This is the machine which we shut down. Okay. And it was running on 40.252. Now the benefit of this is if somebody will try to refresh this page now, you are never going to see 40.252 IP. Are you able to see? You are seeing only two machines, right? Seeing this? It is not going to 40.252. Why so? Because load balancer is so intelligent. Okay, they do the health check. Okay, every interval of 5 seconds. Okay, and if they will make it for the 10 seconds, they are getting that if that instance is offline, so they will quickly update it that this instance is out of service. Getting this? This machine I shut down, right? That's why it is coming as out of service. And since this is out of service, okay, so I'm not going to transfer the traffic to this machine. I will transfer the traffic to this machine. So as a customer perspective, customer is never going to know that one of the web server is down because customer will be always able to see this website. Okay. Even take an example, I am shutting down one more machine. Okay. So this machine is stopped. I am shutting down this machine also. This IP is 45.67. I am shutting down that also. As soon as I am shutting down 45.67, just give me a second. Yeah, so I stopped this machine also, right? 45.67. Now, if I'll refresh the space, I'm going to see only one IP, 46.62. That IP is not going to change, even if I'll refresh this. Even you can try. You are going to see only one IP. Getting this? Okay. So that means, and here you will see also that two machine will be out of service now. Come to the instance, see, two is out of service. If all the three will be out of service, then only customer will face difficulty. Is this making sense? All of you?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, so that's why in the real world scenario, we always launch the multiple web server because if due to some problem or something, one or two instance got shut down. Okay, so automatically one machine can at least handle the traffic. Okay, so these all things we can take care. And as soon as I'm going to start this machine again, okay, so again load balancer will quickly get to know once this machine will be running that both the machine came in the service. And since all the three machine will come in the service, then again they will start to transfer the traffic to between these three machines. So let me show you that also. So this is just like a hands-on. As more and more hands-on you will do, okay, you are going to get more knowledge. Okay, and since I added you one more extra thing that this prenom I not show in the tutorial one, but now you can come to this particular website. Okay, create a account here, buy a new domain. Okay, it will be totally free. There is no credit card requirement, no debit card requirement, nothing. Okay, just you have to choose the domain name. Okay, but always use the domain name with the name called GQ or something like that only. Okay, or you can watch any YouTube videos to how to get domain from there. Then once you create it, you can come here, you can add your domain, you can add your IP address, and you will see that whatever the name you given to go to that URL, you'll be able to see. Now, since we started this, so let's check whether it become in service or not. So now see, automatically it becomes in service. As soon as they become in service, so now if somebody is going to refresh this page, again, they are going to transfer the traffic between these three machines. Okay, so just keep that in mind. So after this, we are going to cover tomorrow, okay, in the network load balancer and the application load balancer that we will be covering tomorrow. So what you can do is when your practical is done, okay, you can simply come to the load balancer section and you can simply delete this load balancer. Tomorrow we are going to see the network load balancer. So anyhow, we don't require it. So I will simply click on confirm here and this load balancer will be deleted. Okay, don't keep anything open unwantedly in your account. Okay, if something you're done with practical, simply delete it. Whenever you want, you can create it. And in the instance side, I am not going to delete the instance because tomorrow again I will be connecting the same 3 web server with a network load balancer. So I'm simply going to stop this instance or power off this instance. That's it. Okay, so that's all from my side for today. Practice well. Okay, and if any difficulty you are getting, you can ask me tomorrow.